You know, it's taken me a while to make this video, my testimonial, because usually when I tell people in person what I had healed from or healed myself from, people get kind of weirded out. So this is pretty scary for me. And so I was very promiscuous. I'm 30 now. I was very promiscuous from the ages of 21 to like 26. And I had contracted genital herpes. I got a breakout and I had no idea what it was. But I went straight to my gynecologist. I could tell it was something. So I went straight to my gynecologist, got it tested, did the whole thing, the biopsy on it. And I was informed that I had genital herpes. And I had no idea who gave it to me. So it sucked for me. And so I went through it. I was so devastated. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. And then, you never actually notice until you have it that people joke about it all the time. They joke that about herpes and like, oh, you're disgusting if you have herpes, even though 85% of the world has it in some way. If you've had chicken pox, you have herpes, whatever. It's all just a scare tactic, and I see that now. And so it took me a while, but eventually I got to a point where I knew I could heal it. I knew I could get rid of it. There was something in me that was telling me that this isn't real. So I started doing some research, and for me, research is kind of weird. Like, whenever I start doing it, instead of me finding stuff online, it'll just come into my reality instead. So, looking online, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't finding anything that resonated with me online, but I apparently had put out there, I can heal myself. And so, all of a sudden, a friend showed up and started bringing me water. And I didn't even think anything about the water. At this point, I was also a water snob. Like, I could only drink Dasani if it was really cold. And so funny, because if it was warm, clearly I could taste that it tasted like crap. So obviously I was never a water snob in the first place. I just thought I was, because the Dasani brand was expensive or whatever. So I liked it. I loved the water. I felt great. But I didn't really resonate with the person that was giving it to me. So I didn't get the machine. But I did realize that I had done some research on herpes, and through that 30 days, I didn't break out on my period, which is when I was informed I would break out. So it got me questioning. Did some more research, looking up the body, whatever. And then again, the water comes back into my life through my friend Jilly. And this time, I resonated with the person. I resonated with the water. I knew I had already resonated with the water, so I invested in the machine. I just drank it. I just drank it, and I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew, except for my mom. Nobody knew. And for 2 years, I kept it a secret because I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And then, so for 2 years, it was pretty crazy because, during these 2 years, I was drinking the water and I was getting really present with myself. And I had actually, because I wasn't having sex, I was, I had gone like celibate and I was doing my thing and I was really focusing on me and, becoming myself. And I had actually forgot that I had herpes in the first place. And I was like, whoa, what? Like, and then it came up one time when we were talking to a prospect about water, and that they were like really excited because they had a feeling it could heal their herpes. And I was like, oh, holy crap, like I have herpes. So I went to my gynecologist and I got tested again, you know, blood, whatever. They can't test for herpes, I guess. They can only test for the antibodies that your body would make if you have this virus. So I got tested, STD tested. I knew I wouldn't have anything else because, you know, I stopped having sex. So it came back negative. I mean, what the heck? So I was just really excited, and I haven't had a breakout since. It has been 4 years. And honestly, I'm so grateful for water. I'm so grateful for everything. My body is everything. And my body healed itself from not just herpes. I had other things, ovarian cysts. I had headaches all the time. I had really dry skin. I would always have chapped lips. My mouth would always be dry. There were just, you know, it's been so long that I haven't even really thought about how I used to feel. But I do know that 4 years later, I feel fantastic. And I'm just so grateful. Like, and I just want to share because I want someone that is, you know, that I know how hard you are on your mind. I know how hard it is when you find out that you have something that we've all been told is incurable. And I just want someone out there to know that you can heal yourself from anything. Anything. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I love you.